Good afternoon, my name is ALVELO, and today I'm going to be presenting my research report on the feasibility of establishing new to thrift shop. Background on thrift shop. Back in the day, nothing went to waste. Some of us may be familiarized with this because most of our grandparents used to save everything, or at least mine did. Um, in the late 19th century, big waves of immigrants were coming to America, and with that, the Industrial Revolution, which caused that a lot of businesses started to mass produce everything. And as a result, people started to see clothes as disposables, and using secondhand became a thing for poor people. Usually, secondhand was found in push carts that were little carts used to sell, basically similar to the ones that we see at the malls and shoppings. But in 1897, the Salvation Army opened their first salvage brigade, which was basically the first thrift shop. And in 1902, Goodwill did the same, and it became really popular because among the immigrants because they sold clothing with the American style. 2 decades later, thrift stores became as big as department stores, and by 1935, there were almost 100 around the United States. Nevertheless, it wasn't until 1950s when environmental movements were happening, and this became really popular not only for affordable prices, but, but for the awareness of the planet and unique pieces. Methodology. To find my secondary data, I basically wrote in my searching bar keywords about my topic, and I read the websites until I found something that was good enough for me. And some of the websites that I used were ThredUp, which is basically the biggest online thrift shop, Times, which is a really popular magazine, and data recollected from Harvard Business School. For my primary data, it is divided into two. I first wrote the questions, and then for the survey questionnaire, I passed it in Google Forms, and I sent it via email and Instagram. And WhatsApp, I'm sorry. Um, and they were questions of multiple choice and open ones, and around 25 people answered it. For the interviews, I emailed several experts, and after 2 weeks of waiting, just I just received one email back, and it wasn't the questionnaire. It was from ThredUp, and they said that they could answer my interview, but I needed to send the interview to another email, and I did as they asked me to, and they didn't answer anymore. So I decided to send a direct message via Instagram to Thrift 414, and their co-founder and co-owner, Audrey O'Neill, answered me. She was very nice and agreed to do my interview. And because no one else answered me, I used an interview by Harvard students to James Reinhardt, who is the CEO of ThredUp. For the findings, the secondary data in favor are the wellness of the environment, the affordable prices, and easy donations. The wellness of the environment is because contamination really makes a negative impact on the planet, and wearing secondhand, using secondhand to decor our homes can really make an impact and help to reduce the contamination. The affordable prices is because economy is not good right now. It hasn't been for at least 5 to 10 years. So the fact that a store is able to offer good stuff at an affordable price, it really makes it feasible for it to function. And finally, easy donations, because a thrift store basically makes it easier and in a way fun for the customers to donate to a charity. For the primary data in favor, 100% of the participants of the survey say that they will be open to visit a thrift shop and that they will be open to make donations. Also, 96% of them said that there is a need of more thrift shops in Puerto Rico, and most of them agreed that there is a need for more education about the issues of the planet and the benefits of secondhand, which really supports the fact that there is a need in Puerto Rico for more thrift shops. In addition, on the interview, Audrey O'Neill said that thrift shops are really necessary because they prevent fast fashion. Fast fashion is when a company produces in mass, and this fast process can make it really toxic for the planet. It is really toxic for the planet. And most of these companies, they don't really care about their effects of the effects of their actions, and they just want to sell. And finally, in his interview, James Reinhardt mentioned that new generations should start to think secondhand first, which supports the fact that there is a need for more thrift shops, not only in Puerto Rico, but all around the world. The secondary data against is that a lot of people think that if a person that can really afford to buy something new goes to a thrift shop, they are taken away from the less fortunate. And I don't think that that is true, because a thrift shop, a thrift shop's only purpose is not only to offer pieces in affordable prices, but to prevent the contamination of the planet and to offer unique pieces. And also the lack of trust that a lot of people has with secondhand, because a lot of people think that secondhand and thrift stores are gross in a way. And I think that this kind of beliefs can make it hard for a thrift shop to function. For the primary data against, not a lot of people have knowledge about them or their purpose. And 60% of the participants of the survey said that they have not visited a thrift shop, and 84% of them said that they have not made donations. And basically, the fact that the people is not informed about the benefits of using secondhand and the issues that mass production has on the planet can really affect the feasibility and need of a thrift shop. For the conclusions, I think it is feasible to establish a thrift shop, and there is really a need of them. I can notice that they are not only needed in Vega Baja, but in other towns like Arecibo, and that these thrift shops should really focus on educating people about their benefits and the issues of the planet. For the recommendations, these are to use several advertising mediums such as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, to have an online store, not as well as a physical one, in order to reach more people, to be located somewhere where the traffic is frequent and the local is attractive. And this one that you see right here is the one that I thought of using. It does not have that much attractiveness, but can be changed. And as I already said, to inform the public, to not only sell clothes, decor, and mobiliary, but electronics, fabrics, and textiles. And finally, to not just open one unit, but focus on opening units where thrift stores are not present. Well, that was my presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or contact me. and I hope you enjoy, and thank you for your attention.